Hey, I want to show you a really important tip for a minor situation with Invisalign in terms of your clincheck planning. So you can see these teeth are in reasonable alignment. This is near the conclusion of a case. The patient still has a tiny space between 8 and 9. It's not apparent on the scan, but it's a light contact. And all I want is for that to be tightened up. So I send in for a clincheck. And when the clincheck came back, here's what I got. So if you notice, something's happening with 8 and 9. And what is it? Well, what they have given me to tighten up that contact is notice the palatal aspects under the gingival margin. You see how that's moving forward. And if you look from the gingival margin of the buccal aspect, that's coming forward. This is called buccal root torque. That means the aligner is being grasped and is trying to give sort of an uprighting of these teeth, but not really by retracting the crowns, which is what I want. But it's giving a net effect of a tooth that appears more upright if you look at it from here versus here. But it's a very unpredictable movement. It's because you're moving the roots through bone and you're placing the force here and you want it to act up here. So here's how I modify this to just make this simple final movement much more predictable. I take the clincheck and I remove the root torque by putting the teeth back in the position they are closer to right now in terms of the root angulation. So here, now, do you notice the incisal edge seems to be moving more in, but the roots are not as much. And then let me even retract the crown a little bit more. Now the movement is more sort of the leading edge is the incisal edge. Look how now you see the crowns moving back, but you don't really see a cingulum, the gingival margin on the buccal moving forward. Now, I may also just want to align this now. So I will put rotation there. Ignore that. And this. I'm going to do the same thing on this lateral incisor, where look at how it's innocently moving with a root angulation to the distal. Here's how it is now. So I'm going to remove that. And look how that tooth movement assessment made things more predictable. So I wasn't even making the video about that. I'm going to remove the same palatal root torque. You don't need to move roots of teeth at this juncture of a case. So here I have this, and I'm going from there. That will be much more reliable.